So next up, we have a veteran performer. He is the incoming chairman of the record, and my streammate. Please welcome Ben Rudeen.
Hello. How are you doing? Good. Woo! Wow. Okay, I didn't really care. But, so yeah, my name's Ben. Cool, you're going to forget that soon, but that's fine. I also forgot that sometimes. So I started working out recently. So there's no end to that joke. I just wanted a way to tell you I work out. This is really going to be about my time in middle school. It's going to be about the time when I did not work out. I look awful. So my middle school was an interesting place. It was split into 3 groups. There were the highly gifted and talented kids. Boo them, they suck. No. High strides, which is that, I don't know what that means, and then traditional. Just gonna leave that one there. So I just don't understand why they call it highly gifted and talented. Why do you need 3 adjectives? It's like that naming, they were like, these kids are gifted, sure, but they're also pretty talented. And then the guy's like, those mean the same thing. And I'm like, shut up, Jeff, we know you're just gifted. But then they're like, no, they're not just gifted and talented, they're highly gifted and talented. And it's like, why do they need that? But okay, it's Colorado, so they're high all the time. So then high strides, that kind of sounds like a really bad motivational workout video, or like a really good retirement home. One of those two. Traditional, I'm not touching that one. So then the best part of this middle school was our principal. Her last name was Clonch, which sounds like a Civil War disease. You're writing home with my dearest Rebecca, I have the Clonch. Say goodbye to little Dave and little Jimmy. Or the South Raz again. So then she had it in her. She had the idea she wanted to ban anything that was gang related. Good idea. Good idea. I support that idea in theory, but I think she didn't know what a gang was because in practice it did not work. So first she banned fingerless gloves. Right away, right off the bat. So, I don't know about you, but the only people I know who wear fingerless gloves are like old-timey chimney sweeps. I mean, like a gang of those, I'm not scared. It's like little kids who are sooty and underfed. I could handle that. Also, they probably should be in school, so probably don't ban them. And then she banned the thing where you have one sleeve up and one sleeve down. Because you know that's a thing gang members do. And then she banned hoodies because she thought people were going to hide things under them. And she was right, but we were just hiding our bodies. Not anything. Just bodies, which are pretty bad. But so then some kid got in a fight with her, and he came to school only in a hoodie. Pants. And then they got front page of the newspaper, and it was like him standing there in this hoodie, and it was like, your movement. This is just a problem. She also called an assembly for all the minority students to tell them to do better on tests. So, moving on from that. So she was just insane. Sometimes she would ban things that we hadn't even heard of. Like, she came on over the announcements one day and was like, attention, it's come to my attention that students have begun trucking each other. And she went on, the best part. Trucking is when a student approaches another, asks how much she weighs, and then throws him into a locker. I'm almost positive that had not happened. But then we all immediately started doing it. She could do nothing about it. No, and she also segregated lunch by gender. I don't know why, because all of our fights were single gender, so I think she actually increased the number of fights. But I think maybe that was her goal, you know? Like, toughen us up. Especially us highly gifted in time. So, yeah, I had a really bad middle school experience. And the worst part is, I went to this middle school because I was told there'd be a slushie machine in the cafeteria, and there was not. And I probably should have realized that at the time, that there would not be a slushie machine in a middle school cafeteria. But I was still heartbroken. And I know many of you probably went to middle schools without slushie machines, so you know how painful it is. So, thank you. That's my